Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vince.
James.
John.
David.
And we're your
Is
neighborhood.
in Texas. Well, we got a special episode.
We're trying out a new setup right now. As you can see, we're growing. We're doing different things, and this is our basic setup as of right now. You mentioned that David lives in Texas.
Yep.
I went and visited David in Texas, and one thing I found out there was the food is phenomenal. I've never ate that good in my life.
Arlington barbecue.
So much that I came home and I bought 2 smokers, and I can cook a meat for 16 hours now and copy it, but it changed my life, you know. And as you guys know, I'm a pretty decent cook.
Yeah, smoker.
But that amazing
smoked meats in Texas.
What do you think that you cook the best? Barbecue or I mean just in general, what's like your dish?
Well, for barbecue, well, it's different for everyone because people like ribs. Like my wife loves ribs, and she used to be a vegetarian when we first started.
I think I heard a knock on the door real quick. What was that?
Hold on.
Oh, who is this?
I think we also have a special.
Wait, who is this? Who is this Corey special person?
I think this person likes to.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, man.
You remember this guy over here, David?
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself.
How's it going?
Have
My name is Kurt.
Let him get dressed.
All right.
We've got a neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Going good.
David, you remember this guy? Just think the beard was on his head instead.
Wait
a second.
That was my first kiss.
Your first kiss.
It was his first kiss.
Yeah,
That's lucky. I never remember mine.
For those of you who don't know, David and I went to high school with Curtis. I think my first day, I met him on I was kind of shy, so I think he said "What's up" to me because I probably had like an Iron Maiden shirt on or something.
Oh, that's exactly what happened. You were wearing an Iron Maiden shirt, and I walked up and I said, "Hey, I like your shirt."
Yeah,
and that was it. And we were hanging out ever since.
Yeah. Like for like 2 years, we were probably like best friends every day at each other's house. I used to live on a giant hill. We go camping. Back then, I was a little bit, you know, and I remember hotboxing a few tents.
Yeah.
But we used to have to bring radios. We didn't have like these fancy phones, so we'd have to bring like a little radio and get like battery powered and have like 12C batteries all in that stupid thing. And then like if you lost the back, you'd have to tape it. You were screwed.
Yep. Bringing CDs.
This guy would bring like 30 Ozzy Osbourne CDs.
You having one of those little booklets.
That's not us.
Right?
No, I didn't. I just had the cases. So it was even worse.
Oh, I remember the first time I heard the Ozzy album "Masters of Reality" when Curtis brought that over, and that's like that. It's still my favorite album.
Oh yeah,
I heard that. But I always remember that when you brought that over, man. When we were up on that hill, you know, when we were up to No Good and everything, but we were up there,
yeah,
and hearing "Masters of Reality," like
like
children gave out, saying just threw you out.
It's funny you mentioned that it's your favorite album still when you first. I was thinking, how often do people look back on the first album they hear by any band and say it's their favorite, even though it could have been one of their worst albums? Who knows, you know? But
Metallica.
I can think of every band that I listen to. I can name the first album that I listened to, and I love that album.
That's true.
Like for Slayer, Ozzy, Black Sabbath, Metallica, any of those bands.
Power.
I remember my parents gave me like $50, which is a lot of money back then. You know, it's still a lot of money. Shit, $50. But we went down to this little place in North Hollywood. We had to take the bus there. It took us about like maybe 2 hours. It was called Auditory Odyssey. Some of you guys might remember it. It was in North Hollywood, and it was this little music store, and it had like all these different things. And the first things I ever bought from there was
Faces of Death.
No, I bought a Slayer, Rain and Blood tape, a Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar, and I think Nirvana Live from the Muddy Banks of Wish something.
That's a good.
And then I went back the next week and I got Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, which is like David was saying, still one of my favorite episodes. It's just different than all the other albums, you know, and it just kind of puts me in the dream. You know, I love it. Like, so, yeah, what was your like? We all like metal here, right? We can all say that.
Yeah.
I like
think
it.
so.
What do you think was like your band? Like it was like, because now I like a lot, like growing up it was old metal versus new metal and like this and that. Now I like it all. Static X is one of my favorite bands and they only play 2 notes. That's it, and it's badass. I love it. But Slayer, I'd have to say, was my band. Growing, it was like, all right, this is what metal is. It was like, you like Slayer or fuck you. That was it.
It's the fact that you said that. Moving out here in Texas, everyone out here, especially being in Fort Worth, Texas, the part of Texas I'm at, it's all about Pantera. Pantera used to live out here. They were out here. The Pantera is
They're
from
out there, no?
They're from
they're-
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
So there's so many people I met out here that used to hang out with them.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, well, they used to have their clubhouse. This is where they used to be and all this type of shit.
They're like, System, bro.
Yeah,
System.
but you know what? I didn't realize how much I actually did like Pantera. Like until I started. Well, yeah, but I mean, there's some things that, like California. We are a Slayer band out there, but being out here.
So you think it's a region thing?
It's a region thing.
Well, I guess
but
it is a California band, right?
But it is awesome. Pantera is fucking badass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I only like Slayer, but it was like that was definitely the one that opened the door for me. Where I was like,
Sure.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have your other bands. I wouldn't technically. I don't know.
Static X is from
me
LA.
personally, I'm a Slayer fan. Like,
Megadeth?
I'm a Slayer
Wisconsin Death Trip
Wisconsin. Death
from
Trip?
Wisconsin.
Who is?
Static X.
Now they are?
No, now they're from LA because
I thought they were all. I thought Wayne was from LA.
No, Wayne's from they're from Wisconsin,
Really?
Chicago, and all that stuff. Like all those, like it's Wayne and Billy Corgan actually played a couple shows together. I found out
Yeah.
recently. Pretty neat. I might be wrong on that, but I know they're not from LA.
Fact checked. Fact.
Yeah, it flashes on the screen the right thing. So I know you're the Aussie guy. So
Yeah, I love Ozzy. Always have, always will. Black Sabbath.
Yes.
But I think the music that introduced me to more extreme metal would have to be probably Metallica and Megadeth together. The older albums.
I remember you told
Those
me
are badass.
one day, like I was saying, "Oh, this is the best band ever," and you said, "No, the best band ever used to be Metallica." And I was like, "That made so much sense because like they did get like it didn't matter if you were a prep or anything. It's a Metallica song you like,
Well, who said used to be Metallica?
Curtis did it like years and years ago, like in high school, because I remember having like, "Oh, this is the best metal band," and he's like, "No, the best metal band used to be Metallica," and it was like Load and Reload came out and let us all down, and it was like,
Stuff from the 80s, early 90s. All right.
Jamal.
Don't talk to Oliver.
What about you, John?
Yeah.
So Metallica?
No, what was the band that got you started into metal?
Oh man, I want to say it was Metallica. And then it went to Iron Maiden, and then it went to Slayer. Then it went to Megadeth, and then Guns N' Roses. Then I started liking. I had a warrant.
You went to Guns
I
N'
was at a
Slayer?
warrant. I had a warrant phase for a bit, and then
Wait, what's a warrant song?
He got in trouble. He got a warrant.
Cherry pie.
He's
Cherry
mine.
So I do have a story. I have a story of warrant.
Sweet cherry pie.
James, you'll appreciate this. My uncle Gonzo, you all know Gonzo. So my uncle,
I knew of him.
yeah, you know of him, but we went to a concert on his birthday. His buddy got him tickets. We went to a Warren concert in Whitesnake.
Oh wow, White Snake.
So who had the white snake and who had the warrant?
That's what Warren
Check it
does,
out.
though,
This
one
is
song.
100% true. We went out to a Warren concert, and it was at the like House of Blues in LA or something.
Then he got on fire.
Listen, let me finish it. You son of a bitch. No, just kidding.
I'll cut his mic.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna-
cut his fucking mic. So we're out there. I get all fucked up, like I do,
Really?
So we're out there, we're getting fucked up, we're taking shots. It's Gonzo's birthday. I'm buying Gonzo a bunch of shots and things like that. We go out there. I go up to take a picture of Warren when they're playing Sweet Cherry Pie. I go up, like I put my hand up like this with my phone, and it hits some guy in the face. And the guy gets all crazy.
He hit the singer in the face, or just another crowd
No,
member?
just
No, I got a story where I hit a
just
singer in the face
a
a
random
lot.
dude. But right
Wow.
after I did that,
Yeah, he
the
was
singer
upset
from
about it.
Warren, Janie Lane,
Who
gets
points
off
right
the
at you?
stage He grabs me by the arm like this, and we
What?
start singing. We start singing Cherry Pie together.
No, you did not. You
100%.
sang it. You sang
I'm-
Cherry Pie.
I'm going to try and
with
find
the
it. I'm
Cherry
going to try and put it
Pie.
on this podcast. I'll try and find it on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll find
Me
that
and
footage.
Jenny Lane- Picture me and Jenny Lane singing Sweet Cherry Pie. We're like this. We're like hanging out. We're kind of going through everything. Gonzo's fucking like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Was the guy mad after that?
This was like
Cherry
this was like
Pie.
2009 or something. The guy was fucking furious. But but me and Jenny Lane were dancing
That was a
around.
Pam
We're
Anderson.
having a great time. And then later on, the guy comes up and he tries to fight me, and he's coming up towards my face, and Gonzo gets in his face. Gonzo's friend gets in his face, and they're bigger dudes, so they're kind of like handling this dude. We get
Had a
kicked out of the
chance.
club. The guy brings us out. We're out there. Gonzo takes off his shirt. Gonzo's about to fight
What?
this dude. Like
Wow.
that's I'm telling you this because
Yeah, no, Gonzo doesn't take
Let's
that
get
shit.
going.
There's a whole song about it.
Well, because you could verify this. Gonzo. Gonzo took off his shirt. Gonzo was about to fucking
Yeah.
fight the guy in the parking lot. It was coming down.
Yeah, yeah,
Bouncer
yeah.
the bouncer pushed them out. He let us go back in the club and finish up the
Wow.
show.
Is that song?
100% true. Jenny
The
Lane
song that
died
does everything
a year or
work.
two later.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is a song called Cherry Pie Part 2?
Part two. Part two.
What about you, James? What was yours?
Sweet cherry pie, and then I fought a guy.
What was yours? Was it-
What?
what was yours?
Mine? Like the instrumental metal.
No,
I mean,
I know it started James
from
off.
from when I was a kid. If we're talking about that kind of metal,
Dang,
I
dang,
mean,
dang, dang.
I don't
When you
know. I
say
don't
your
know.
first metal,
I liked Rob
riff.
Zombie. Rob Zombie was pretty much. Hellbilly Deluxe was a pretty big album.
What about AC/DC?
AC/DC, I really like AC/DC. Yeah, I mean, I still do, but I just,
Well,
my loyalty to metal is different now. Where
Curtis,
I
how
don't.
do you feel about AC/DC?
I love them. I love all classic rock. I
Right.
grew up on it. That's what actually introduced me to metal to begin with. And eventually, it ran into Black Sabbath, and then it spiraled from there. And now I'm into like brutal technical death metal. So
Yeah, he likes
I like everything really. though.
bands so evil you can't pronounce the name. That's just this
Yep.
blood mark, and they're like, "We're gonna go see this band." I'm
Yeah,
like,
the logo.
Hell
Looks
yeah.
looks
That's what I'm
a
talking about.
Yeah.
cum splatter on the wall kind of thing. That's what it looks like.
And also, Curtis, you mentioned, you said the key word, classic rock. Some of these bands are classic rock, right? When we're talking about hair metal, maybe,
Yeah.
right? But they're not metal because it got lifted. Black Sabbath, Judas Priest. There's some '70s bands in there, but it really gets lifted by Metallica and Slayer, and then Venom, and then it's into a whole new category at that point.
Yeah, you start going darker, and you start going Danzig, and then it's all over.
Glenn
Yeah,
Danzig,
because Nirvana. It's considered
Curtis, do you like a
freaking
Mortician?
vintage.
Nirvana, yeah,
Do I like what?
first album, right?
Mortician?
Mortician, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're a great band. I'm actually in a underground metal club that was founded by the singer of Mortician.
I didn't even know
Oh,
that shit
damn.
existed because I stopped, and then this guy kept going.
Yeah, the club is called NYDM, and
that's
what we do is there's chapters all over the United States, and what we do is we help bands that are on tour. Like if they have nowhere to go, they need a place to crash, we'll help them out. If they're looking for places to play, we'll help them find gigs. Say something fell through and they're on tour, we'll help them out with that kind of stuff.
I had no idea. You used to open up for us.
God's work.
That's awesome. It's extremely awesome, man. Like what are they called again? If you could tell me, like the name of the
NYDM, New York Death Militia.
New York Death Militia.
That's awesome. Man.
They're based out of New York, and they just started branching off into every state in this country, and then they're in other countries too. So
that's extremely cool, man. I had no idea.
Do they wear the?
yeah,
like this?
yeah, they wear leather vests. We have a back patch. It's like a big giant patch that says NYDM. It's got a skull on it. Yeah.
I know I'm going to sound like an asshole right now, but like I thought you guys are just like all into Sons of Anarchy and just playing bikers.
Yeah, no.
No.
Everyone thinks it's a biker club, but there's a big difference. You don't have the rockers
that's what I
and
was
all that
thinking,
stuff.
yeah.
So I do have a story about the singer Mortician. Again, it sounds like I'm making up all this shit, but I'm going to give it to you guys right now, just so you hear it.
We're gonna do this in the after-hour special of our show.
No, it's not after.
Tune in next
We're doing
week.
it right now.
No,
Right now.
Wait, hold on. Wait, producer's down. The
James,
producer's coming in
James,
through our
just put your
headphones
hat
saying
down.
that we're
Just put
gonna
your
run.
hat
We're
down
gonna
first.
run with the story, and then we're gonna.
So no, check this out. And another true story. My cousin Daniel, my younger cousin now. We were in San Francisco. We were going out there. We went for like some whatever weird event it was. But we were walking down towards the downtown areas, and we saw a little flyer, and it was a mortician playing that night. Is at a place called like the 49er or something like that. But it was like a little club that was almost like a whiskey. But in San Francisco, we went out there because we went to. It said Mortician was playing, and I was like, well, "Let's go check him out."
We're going.
Started listening to some of the music, and I was like, "Oh, fucking!" It's just
pumped.
It's pounding like it's just
for sure.
It's very deep, and you hear it like.
Yes.
So we go to this concert.
Moving.
We go there. I bring Daniel. Daniel's like fucking 13 or something. We go into that club. We're walking around. There's this guy selling like these little cassette tapes of like different little new fucking death metal bands and shit. And I'm sitting there talking to the guy, and he's like, "Who are you guys here to see?" We're like, "Mortician." We're like, we're here to check out Mortician. Like, we're telling him like that's what we're there for the whole thing. We go up, we come back down, we get a drink. The band's starting to go back up. The singer for Mortician was the one selling the cassette tapes.
Wow, oh, cool.
He was sitting there, and like I felt stupid because I'm like telling him that we're there to see them, and I don't fucking recognize them at all.
Yeah, you don't know who he is.
We go
he runs his own distro,
people.
So
it was just the two people in the band.
Wow.
And then fucking they go up there, and the fucking drummer's playing barefoot and all that type of shit, and fucking like
wow.
We're sitting here. I was just like, oh, dude, I felt so fucking embarrassed, but it was a fucking badass show. My younger cousin, it was the first concert I ever took him to, and he was about 13 or 14. So Daniel's first concert was Mortician. And if you all know Daniel, so it's funny seeing that was his first concert.
He got his metal roots, even though he's Mr. Led Zeppelin.
It's cool as fuck though. But he was super fucking awesome. Like he was just like, oh yeah, he wasn't being like, oh yeah, you like you little scrub, you don't know.
He didn't like give you.
He was more like, okay, cool. Like he thought it was kind of probably gonna be cool that we were just gonna see them up there later. Yeah. It was badass, sick as fuck.
Yeah.
So how's his musical taste now? Did it snowball into like extreme brutal death metal now, or
kind of went the other way?
Oh no, it didn't. No,
classic rock.
He got more classic rock, more into everything else. But it's still cool to be exposed to that, at a certain age. Great fucking question.
Yeah, my kids, like their first concert I took them to was Static X, Mudvayne, and Rob Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool. I mean, now I just want to take them to all these shows. Every time I go to a show, I'm like, I should have brought the kids, man. I should have brought the kids. You do that.
You know what? I just brought my kids to Amon Amarth Obituary and the Cannibal Corpse show last weekend.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. The YouTube theater, what was that?
Yeah, or I forget the name of it, but
yeah, but it was a huge place.
Yeah, it is a big place. I had tickets where I had to sit, but the place was so packed. I just ran out to the floor and into the crowd, and they couldn't catch me. They didn't know where I went.
Did they bring a boat?
The boat was up there, and there's a couple of dragons, and then halfway through the set, the thing where all the guys sit down, take their shirts off, and act like they're rowing, out in the crowd. They did that. I'm standing there like an idiot, like they're all like telling me, "Get down, get down." I'm like, no. So I'm like,
it was too new for you. You had to experience it that way.
I want to sit on the ground with a bunch of dudes and.
What do you think about it now?
I don't really like Amon Amarth that much. I mean, they're kind of cheesy to me, but they're good. But
they're fun though.
It's a fun show. The show is really fun.
Yeah,
but,
we all love.
Yeah, they remind me like of old drinking Vikings.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's a band called Hailstorm that's just like that. All they do is sing about drinking and being Vikings. Hailstorm. That's
hell yeah.
But it was fun though, and I took 2 of my 3 kids. My youngest didn't go because she's not into metal like the rest of the family is.
She's the white sheep.
Yeah, she's the white sheep in the family. It's kind of weird, but yeah. And my daughter in middle school, she's all into Cannibal Corpse and Slayer and Deicide and everything.
I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, no, his kids they're his kids.
Did you take
I almost feel like I want to say you're raising them right. So.
No. Yeah, I take them to everything I can though. Anytime I can take them, we'll go.
Yeah, because Mortician, like a couple years back, they play right like a 2 or.
Oh yeah, they're at 1720. Yeah, I was there. I was on stage with them actually.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
hands down.
Because I'm in the club. They had us doing security for them, and I got to stand on stage at the corner throwing people back out when they tried to climb over.
Oh man, I probably saw you and I don't remember. I was there too.
Yeah. Oh really? It was a good show.
You got pushed by it.
Yeah, we were hanging out with Will in the back. Will, the whole band was back there, and all the other bands that were playing. So
do you do security for a lot of different bands?
Not really. I mean, I like to just enjoy the show.
Yeah.
But that was pretty fun though.
What show did you just get back on this weekend?
Oh, I went to go see Bloodbath.
Bloodbath. I was at Bloodbath.
Streams over here.
So I was there.
Oh, you went to Bloodbath?
Yeah, it was the weekend before I went to the Cannibal Corpse show.
Lifelong friends
Bloodbath
now.
was this Friday or Saturday.
Dare them to kiss.
I was supposed to go to
You
that
guys
show.
should kiss right now.
Yeah.
David's right.
Fell through.
I barely know.
Make it
David
happen.
take his glasses off. He's right.
Yeah, he's like, but you know, it's crazy because they played so late. So by the time the last, I was like, hey, man.
Yeah, I was getting tired. Like my feet were hurting. I'm old now, you know. I can't just stand all day there, and there's nowhere to sit there. So you're getting drunk and you have to stand all night. So it kind of sucked. But my biggest complaint,
especially the opening band, Primordial.
Yeah.
They kind of were more like a slur.
They're the total wrong genre to be in.
Yeah, we were like.
Everyone was saying that, and me and my son knew that before we even went into the show. We were like, "This is gonna suck," but whatever. At Primordial, these guys are from Ireland or something like that, and yeah, they have clean vocals. All the other bands were all death metal vocals, and their music was kind of like melodic and not super heavy, so it just did not fit in.
Is it good? Just not right for the right show?
Yeah, I would say
totally exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it changed the energy like super quick.
Everyone
like
stopped.
it was like boom, 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 and then suddenly went like
yeah.
And then you want to bring up another band, and you're like, oh crap.
Who has the cleaner bodies?
Cleaner
Body do. Neighborhood best.
We're talking about the band. So we're talking about me.
You told me you told me off camera that you're going to be going to Texas for a show, aren't you? Like in September?
No, we're going to Texas. I forget where exactly, but I have the dates are booked for August, mid August.
San Antonio, that's what you said.
Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be hot as hell.
Right in the center.
Yeah, but it's for the club thing. We do an annual every year. Everyone gets together. We set it up for each in different states all over the U.S. and we all get together once a year.
That's cool, dude. You're really involved in that.
Yeah, well, I'm actually the president of the chapter here. So.
All of you guys are under arrest. All of you.
It's all about community.
That's sick, dude. That's like way cool.
San Antonio people, we're your neighbors too.
How many chapters are there, Curtis? Do you know, or is kind of out there?
There's too many to count that I can even remember, but at least one in every state. California at one point had like 7 or 8 chapters because it's such a big state, you know. So
yeah.
So next time you're on tour,
that's wild.
Look them up. Just make sure your voice is correct, because it doesn't go good with that.
And we support any kind of underground metal, you know.
Yeah.
Death metal, black metal, even regular metal, doesn't matter.
What's a newer band that you found so far that's pretty sick? They're good metal.
Me? Yeah. I just recently started getting into a band called Archfire. They're pretty good. They're like brutal technical death. So
you know who I wanted to go see? Animals as Leaders. Like every time I hear technical metal, that's all I can hear. I like Animals as Leaders because it's just they have that right like 12.
Oh yeah,
chatting stick.
Yeah,
they call that degent or something like that. Usually the guys that play the necks with like 12 strings on them.
Yeah.
I only need 4 strings to play guitar.
I need 1. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as my skill set goes. Who here plays guitar?
I think all of us. Yep.
Yeah, all of us.
All of us, yeah, of course. Yeah, Curtis, you were in a band that was. How long were you in that band?
Oh God, I don't know, probably 8-9 years. We went.
Yeah, From the Vomit is what they were called, and then I used to book shows where it was like the lightest band would go on, then get a little, like a punk band, then they get a little more darker, get a little gothier, get a little harder, get a little metal, and then these guys would go up, and yeah, man, just like full on metal show, like in a small ass club, shaking the whole place down.
Oh yeah,
shake it down.
It only took like 6 people to pack the place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was Universal place, right?
Universal
Bar.
UBG.
Oh, yeah. I think we did do with even Weeznut's.
Yeah. No, we did shows together. A lot of them actually. Yeah. Just I was surprised. I was like, Curtis, and he says like, huh? I'm like, we've all played with them before. That was cool, man.
I like Universal Bar and Grill. That was a cool spot.
Yeah, it's fun. You don't need a lot of people to pack it, and then when there is a lot of people, it's really fun. You know.
Yeah, because they have the back that goes a little higher.
Yeah,
So if you're like in the back,
yep,
just stand back there.
There was a time where I was getting paid more there than I was getting paid at my job. So I was a professional musician there for a little bit, but then usual, I just fucked it all up. You know, I'm good at doing stuff with that.
For booking and playing.
Yeah. I was booking it, and then if we had past a certain amount, I was getting part of the door too.
Yep.
And then free drinks, and yeah, it was like a pretty cool gig. But it turns out being around a bunch of alcohol all the time for me isn't the best.
Stay away from. Don't touch this stuff.
I used to book shows too because I'd book all the bands for the show, find venues because I got tired of not being able to play. So
yeah.
When you're in a band, you usually end up doing that after a while.
Are you playing right now?
No, not anymore. I kind of lost touch with playing. I don't really play guitar at all anymore. I have an acoustic laying around that I pick up once in a while, and I'll teach my son how to do things. My kid, he's 15, and he's picking up where I left off. So
that's cool.
On acoustic though, no electric.
All electric. He'll play bass. He'll play electric guitar. We have the drums.
Yeah,
in
some
the garage,
pedals.
So.
Couple pedals.
Yep, we have pedals.
Some
we have
distortion. Have a little fun. Yeah. Kind of gain up.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think also what happens is that because I lost track of with playing guitar and stuff like, but I think work and then you get home and you're like,
and if you have a family.
Well, that's the thing for me. Like I was doing it when I had one kid. I was still playing all over the place. 2 kids, I slowed down, didn't practice as much, but I still did it. But by the time I had my 3rd kid, I was like, I gotta call it quits. Can't do it anymore.
And then once you finally get all your toys, you run out of friends to play with. You know, everyone's busy living life. You know?
Yep.
But I mean, I think eventually we'll get to all get up on stage again. I think most of us will. I've been in a band with this
until
guy,
they're teenager,
and then with both of them. And
yeah.
I think me and you and David, we started playing.
Oh yeah.
Acoustic, and then hitting the drumsticks against like the metal bar on your.
No, I remember up on the hill. You guys used to have a drum set.
Makeshift jump set that we used to fuck around with, and that was out in your open garage. Remember it was open?
Yeah, that's where I learned how to play drums. Just fucking around.
Up on that hill, right?
Yep.
Right?
With the both sides of the garage open, and everyone could hear it. No one
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because they couldn't make it all the way up the hill.
Yeah.
that was pretty cool, man. All right, man. Well, that was our metal time. That was music time. Thank you for coming, Curtis. You want to stick around? Do another show with us? You got another show we're gonna do after this.
Sure, I'll stick around. I'll listen.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm Vince.
Well, I'm James.
That's James.
John.
Kurt. Yep. Everyone pull their dicks out.
All right. Peace.
Hey.